ESPN.com's Mark Stein is reporting Steve Nash is joining Kobe Bryant in the LA Lakers backcourt. A sign and trade between the Lakers and the Suns will bring the 38-year-old two-time MVP to the LA Lakers. 3 years, $25 million is the deal right now, as a determined push from Kobe Bryant helps trigger and helps complete this trade. We welcome back into SportsCenter Beto Duran of ESPN LA 710. And Beto, we were just talking about Steve Nash possibly turning away from LA, looking maybe to New York, maybe to Toronto, but here he is in LA. What does he bring to the Lakers?
He brings, without a doubt, an established backcourt. Steve Nash is going to be a player that can completely change the way the Lakers' offense is going, because Kobe Bryant, as we know, is also getting older. He doesn't have to facilitate and create as much as he's had to in the past now. Steve Nash is a player that's very well respected amongst his peers. A lot of praise from Kobe Bryant and the Lakers organization about Steve Nash, and the fact that he can come in there and you know that he's going to be your guy. He's going to be the quarterback. He's going to be the coordinator. He's going to do everything you need of him to do, and he can go and work very well with Kobe Bryant. And what I'm impressed by this is that the Lakers and Mitch Kupchak did not give up on this. Even though we knew that Phoenix did not want to trade within their own conference, they continue to go with it and give Mitch Kupchak a lot of credit. Didn't give up any of his big players, and he gave up draft picks that are first-rounders. And when you're a Lakers squad that's in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs every year, how valuable those first-round picks are going to be. So great job by Mitch Kupchak in getting Steve Nash and solidifying that backcourt.
All right, Beto, well, we want to play again this interview, part of this interview with ESPN New York, when on June 25th, Steve Nash said it would be difficult for him to play for the Lakers. I'll get your reaction after we hear from Nash here.
The truth is I'm a bit old school, so I think for me it's like it'd be hard to pull on a Lakers jersey. That's just what it is. You play against them so many times in the playoffs, and I just use them as an example. The utmost respect for them and the organization, but it's, I think it was Larry Bird that was like, he wouldn't have played for them.
So then after all that, Beto, how surprised are you that they finally swung this deal, despite what Steve Nash just said?
Well, as I told you earlier this afternoon, I thought the chances of Steve Nash going to the Lakers were slim and none. But maybe the fact that Kobe Bryant might have gotten involved and made the push for him. And when you look at this, Steve Nash has had a fantastic NBA career coming out of college in Santa Clara, what he's done with the Phoenix Suns, also Dallas Mavericks, and what he's done around the league, and he's a perennial all-star. But this is probably going to be his best chance to win a championship ring. And he can down to Toronto and be an ambassador for his country, but he's not going to get close. New York, definitely not anywhere near a team that can contend for a title. The Lakers give him the best shot. And, the old adage in sports is he's a great player, but how many rings did he win? This could possibly be the motivating factor for Steve Nash.
Again, that was from a June 25th interview on ESPN New York when Nash made those comments, and now he's joining Kobe Bryant and wearing a Lakers uniform. Now, sources also tell ESPN.com, Beto, that Nash will try to convince longtime teammate Grant Hill, one of his closest friends in the game, to join him with the Lakers. What are you hearing about that?
That's news to me, but one thing that you can without a doubt know is that Steve Nash and Kobe Bryant are going to go and do what they can to recruit the best players around. And you can definitely know that they're going to make the push to try to get anybody with them. And, you've been hearing the knock that some people don't want to come to L.A. because of Kobe Bryant. There was even the rumor that that's maybe the reason that Dwight Howard didn't want to get traded here. With Steve Nash coming here, that might open up the floodgates for some other players.
Well, how does that, Beto, you mentioned Dwight Howard. Does that change now, maybe what you mentioned earlier about sending Bynum to Orlando for Howard? I mean, is that something they could still do, that they would want to do?
They could still do it, but Mike, at the party I'm at right now, here for 4th of July, the celebrations, once I let them know that Steve Nash is coming, you heard some people in the background saying, good, we don't need Dwight now.
Sure.
Steve Nash is a player that can really solidify a lot of things for you. Granted, he's in his late 30s, but he's not a normal 38-year-old. The way he treats his body, puts himself through the treatment to make sure that he's ready to play for you every single night. And if he can find a way to really get into that flow with Kobe and Powell and Andrew Bynum, this is all solid force. So can they still contend with Oklahoma City and those young horses? Their chances really improve.
Absolutely. All right, Beto Duran joining us here on SportsCenter from ESPN LA 710, where the news has broken that Steve Nash is heading to the LA Lakers in a sign-and-trade deal with the Phoenix Suns. Beto, thanks as always.
We'll talk to you soon.